Air Jordan 7, black and chambray. Alright YouTube, so what's up? It's another quick pickup video for you here today, and we have the black and chambray Air Jordan 7 back for the first time since 2006, just the second time overall. And this was an interesting, when they announced this, I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. They're starting to bring back some of those new Retro Plus colorways from the mid 2000s that have never seen a retro since. But it's weird because it's not an original colorway, but it's been so much time since they last came out, or since they first came out. It almost feels like not an original colorway, but it's like a classic colorway, if that makes sense, just because so much time has passed. And I remember, you know, when these were dropping in 2006, I was on the fence with them. Like, I liked them, but in my area there was only one store that was gonna get them. Well, two stores. One was like a mom and pop store, and the other one was a Foot Action that had an LS account. That's what they used to call it back then. That would get like these, like I think 2006 was the first year where they had like the LS colorways, where it was just what they call lifestyle, which is a new colorway, but then it's like completely, like some completely different colorway like this, or like they did a Pacific Blue 7. They put the 2006 grapes under the LS branding. So yeah, they had to have an LS account to get them. So there was a mom and pop shop, and then one Foot Action in my area. That was it. So I did like them, but I didn't want to go through the hassle of trying to get them, because I knew they were going to be limited, and I knew, you know, in my area there's a lot of camp routes, and I was just like, I kind of didn't want to be bothered. So I kind of just I guess you could call it passing, but it wasn't willingly. You know, I unwillingly passed on them because I just didn't want to have to jump through the hoops to try to get them. So yeah, when I heard these were coming back, I was like, cool, yeah, you know. And then the way the Cardinal 7 sat, I knew these weren't going to sell out. So I said it should be a pretty easy cop, and it certainly was. I think as of now, like, these are still sitting, you know, full size run, certainly on Nike.com and probably in other places as well. So yeah, it was an easy cop. And they came out pretty nice. In typical fashion, though, they did make some changes. So basically this entire upper is nubuck, which is technically a material upgrade over the original. The original material on the 2006 was full Durabuck, which is basically a synthetic nubuck. This is like a real nubuck. So in that regard, it's a material upgrade, but this doesn't look the same way that Durabuck looks. So it's presenting a different look for these. So one of the things is, like, nubuck, it normally has like a directionality to it, so it'll brush one direction or the other. So then it's going to cause these to, you know, kind of potentially have an ashy look or a dusty look if you kind of have, you know, something brushes up against your shoe, and, you know, some of it's brushed one way and some of it's brushed another way. It's going to have that ashy look to it. And I think the more prominent difference is that the nubuck on the Rans, basically the cuts, they're all black. So it kind of gives like a blacked out look to the shoe. Whereas the original with the Durabuck Rans had like that gray edge on it. so it kind of broke up the black and added a little contrast to the panel, to which in general that's what I prefer. So it does kind of give a different look to the shoe just with it being blacked out like that. But other than that, and then the fact that this has the like updated Jordan 7 shape that they've been using since I think the Bordeaux's in 2015. Other than that, they did everything else on point. All the color, like the chambray itself, was on point. They didn't change any other colors. It still has the gray accents and everything. Pull tab is still gray. Everything else is on point. So yeah, it's really just the material change that kind of offered up a different look, and then overall the shape is different from how 7s were in 2006. But yeah, man, easy pickup, and I'm happy they brought these back so I could have a pair. I only got one pair. These aren't double up worthy or anything like that for me. Maybe if they had come with the Durbuck with the, you know, the gray edges and everything, maybe. But the way they actually did it, nah, just one pair is good. So yeah, man, I'm happy they brought these back. And yeah, that's pretty much it on these. So it's going to be the black and chambray Air Jordan 7. If you haven't copped yet, honestly, no rush, just sitting. So most likely you better get them on discount. And of course, as usual, if you like this type of content, do all that good YouTube stuff for me. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.